Today we're going to be looking at the Gardevoir EX deck, which might win the World Championships. We're going to have a detailed look at the deck list and see how the combos work, and you can help decide if it's going to win this weekend at the World Championships. So let's have a look at the deck list. If you want a chance of winning this Shiny Eevee for your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet game, then please leave a comment, like and subscribe down below. Let me know which deck you think will win the Pokemon World Championships this weekend. And if you're subscribed and you leave that comment, you are in for a chance of winning this Shiny Eevee for your game. So let's get back into the deck list. First of all, you'll need one copy of Clefairy with that amazing grasping draw attack. It allows you to draw up to 7 cards in your hand, and this is a really useful draw engine, especially in the early game. Then you'll need 2 copies of Frillish, and you'll need 2 copies of the Jellicent EX with that amazing Oceanic Curse ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or Pokemon tool cards from their hand, which means it's a lot like Budew, and it slows down your opponent and really makes it tricky for them to play. And with Power Press, it does 80 damage, plus if it's got 2 extra energies on it, it does another 80, so you're doing 160 damage with this Jellicent. It's a really cruel card, this one, and it really makes your opponent have to play around. They might have to boss's order something else up, and stopping them from using items and tools is really useful in this meta. Then we're running 3 copies of Ralts, 2 copies of Curlier, then you'll need 2 copies of Gardevoir EX with that amazing Psychic Embrace ability. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you attach energy this way, you have to put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, because in this deck we'll be using the Munkidoris to take that damage and fling it onto our opponent, so we can take double prize knockouts, triple prize knockouts, or make it really difficult for our opponent by weakening their Pokemon. Then we're going to be running 1 copy of Screamtail with that amazing Roaring Scream attack. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter on this Pokemon, which means if this Pokemon has 8 damage counters on it, it's doing 160 damage. And by using the Munkidoris, you could weaken something on the bench, maybe it's a Pheasantipity EX or a Mew EX, and then you can knock it out with the Roaring Scream. Then we'll also be running 1 copy of Pheasantipity EX with that amazing Flip the Script ability. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out, during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. We're running 1 copy of Lily's Clefairy EX. Now this is our Dragapult EX counter, because it turns Dragon Pokemon, it makes their weakness now Psychic Pokemon. And also you can use the Full Moon Rondo attack, which is 20 plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. And this deck is usually running a full bench, so you're at least doing 120 damage, and then if your opponent has a full bench as well, that's 220. And if you're against a Dragapult, it's a 1-hit KO. Then we'll be running 3 copies of the Munkidori with that amazing Adrenabrain ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any darkness energy attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's how we're then sniping Pokemon on the bench, moving the damage around, and it means that Gardevoir's ability, where we're injuring our own Pokemon, doesn't matter, because Munkidori will take that damage that Gardevoir puts on and fling it back at our opponent for knockouts. And then we're going to be running 1 copy of Klefki with that Mischievous Lock ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Mischievous Lock, and that's a great way of stopping those Brute Bonnets being able to use their ability, or them being able to use their Squawkabilly EXs or their Pheasantipities. And now let's look at the trainers. We're going to be using 2 copies of Counter Catcher, so if we're behind on prizes we can gust up one of our opponent's Pokemon and knock that one out. We're running 2 copies of Earthen Vessel, so we can discard 1 card from hand to draw 2 energies. And in this deck, because we want our Psychic Energies in the discard pile, we'll usually be discarding a Psychic Energy to grab 2 more Psychic Energies, or the Darkness for Munkidori. We'll be running 2 copies of Nestball, so we can get into our Munkidoris or into any of our other basic Pokemon. 2 copies of Night Stretcher, so we can get that Screamtail back when that gets knocked out, or any of our Munkidoris. 2 copies of Rare Candy, so we can skip the Curlier and go straight into Gardevoir. And our ace spec of choice will be the Secret Box. So we have to discard 3 cards from our hand, and if we do, we get to search our deck for an item card, Pokemon tool, supporter, and a stadium. We reveal them, and then we put them into our hand. This is a really useful card, especially if we get it turn 1. We'll also be running 1 copy of Super Rod, so we can shuffle in any combination of either 3 Pokemon, 3 energy, or a combination of both. We'll be running 4 copies of Ultra Ball, so we can discard 2 cards from hand, hopefully Psychic Energies in this case, to search our deck for any Pokemon that we want. We'll also be running 2 copies of Artisan, which means that each player can search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto their bench. Another great way of getting our Munkidoris out, or our Rolts, or our Jellicents. On an early game, we can also get out our Cleffers and retreat our active and get into Cleffer so we can draw 7 cards. For supporters, we've got 2 copies of Arven, so we can search our deck for a Pokemon tool and an item card. We're running 4 copies of Iono, so we can disrupt our opponent as much as possible. We're also running 4 copies of Professor's Research, because we don't really mind discarding our hand, because if we can get as many Psychic Energies as possible into that discard, that is the best, because we really want to get them into our discard pile so we can use Gardevoir. We're running 2 copies of Tech Machine Devolution. Now this could be really nasty, because if we're using our Munkidoris to spread damage around our opponent's bench, when we use Devolution, when their stage 2s come off their Pokemon, or their stage 1s, leaving them with either a basic or a stage 1, we might have already put enough damage counters on them to knock out that Pokemon. And also, if our opponent is really heavily relying on rare candies to get into their stage 2s, by devolving them, we could then make them really run out of ways to evolve their Pokemon. Let's say they have to use rare candy to get into their Charizards, and they've used them all, and then we devolve them, they have no way of getting back into those stage 2s. Then, we're also running 1 copy of Techno Machine Evolution, and this means we can choose up to 2 of our bench Pokemon, feature those, we get search our deck for a card that evolves from it, and then put it onto that Pokemon to evolve them. And then for energies, we'll be running 7 copies of Psychic Energy and 3 copies of Basic Energy. Now we're going to test out this deck, see how deadly it is, and you can decide whether you think this is going to be the deck that's going to win the World Championships this weekend, or will it be something else? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's go Tails, because Tails never fails. With this deck, we really want to be going second, but let's see what our opponent lets us do. Okay, so they're going to go first. I wonder if they're like... might be using Joltik Box, or maybe the Zekrom. Okay, we've got a Rolts, that's interesting. Oh, so we've got the TM Evo, we've got Iono. I'm going to hope we can make the most of that. Okay, oh, Festival Grounds, I reckon. Okay, there's Grookey. Yep, definitely Festival Grounds. They've got their bug catching set. They've got a lot of Pokemon going on straight away. We've got TM Devolution. I wonder if that will come in useful in this. With our open hand. Okay, we've got Nest Balls. Let's go into a Jellicent. Onto Freddish even. That onto you. And energy onto you. That's Iono away. And hope we get a nice kind 6 cards. Okay, oh yeah, it's pretty good to be fair. We've got the Rolts. Let's go Fairy. And then let's TM Evo. This one and this one. Yep, Curlier. And there should be a Jellicent in the deck because I saw it earlier. There he is. Straight on. Okay. With my Arven, do I want Ultra Ball? I think I do. Or am I using Professor's Research? Wow, okay, we've got choices because Arven, we definitely want Gardevoir, and we would get it with him. I think that's probably the wisest move, isn't it? I could go try to be clever, but that might not do me well. No energies and discard. They've already got this guy. This Rolts is not destined for this world, I don't think. I think he's about to get murdered. Okay, they're going to be doing some TM Evo of their own. Shame we couldn't get that Jellicent in the active already to prevent some of this. If they get that Bangle, that'd be... Oh, there's the Festival Grounds, so they're going to be... They don't get the Evo twice, do they? No, just the once. Okay. So they got the Grookey, so they could be grabbing other stuff as well. You know what? Am I overthinking this? Do I Arven into a secret box? But I have to discard 3 cards, wouldn't I? And I'd get myself to discard 3 anyway. Let's first of all, Earthen Vessel. Let's get rid of this Curlier. Let's grab these 2. Okay. What do I need though? I need Ultra Ball. Just grab Ultra Ball. Don't overthink it. I think that's my problem. I think I'm overthinking it right now. Just grab the Ultra Ball. Chuck these 2 away. And let's have ourselves... Oh, you know what? If I'd have got... No, don't worry about it. I was thinking I could have got myself my Artisan and knocked away their Festival Grounds, but I'm just going to have to hope that that doesn't bite me, really. So that's Gardevoir. Psychic Embrace onto Jellicent, please. And another one onto Jellicent. I need to do 80 damage, which I'm already doing. Let's retreat into the Jellicent. I need to do the Devo. Power Press. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to attach any more energy because it only needs to do 80 damage. Let's pick up the first one. So how much of their attack is going to do quite a bit, really. I'm done with the Artisan, to be fair. But no, don't think Secret Box might have messed me up a little bit. Here comes the Boom Boom Groove. What do you grab? Okay, got another Thwacky. I'm guessing you're going to Boom Boom Groove again. Oh, they've all the Thwackies are here, which is not good news for me. Carmine, okay, there goes those. Okay, now you're doing 80 twice, 160. Do with murdering both Applins, really. Do the wave, 80, and then again, because of the festival lead, 200 damage. Ooh, that is not good. Right, let's see what we're going to do here. Counter catcher, but that's not going to work. So, just use Professor's Research. Goodbye to those 4 cards. Okay, now we've got the monkey. I could really do with... What a shame, because I could have really done with the... I'm going to grab this... I don't think I need another Frillish. This one's definitely going to die. And what is such a shame is I wasn't able to get 2 monkeys going, or grab the Artisan just to stop the festival lead ability. So Adrenaline Brain, let's take some off here. Only 30. I kind of think the Applin, just in case I can take it out. But it's kind of like quite a big if, really. Don't think Night Stretcher helps me right now, does it? No. So let's just do the Power Press, knocking out that. Dip in there. Saying that, grabbing the... because I've got the Night Stretcher, I can go into my other Frillish. If they're not this one out, and they're still item locked, which would be really, really useful, actually. Yes, they did have the dip. I'm guessing they've got the other energy. Here comes the Boom Boom Groove. That is, that's causing me some issues, really. If I could get an Artisan, that would really muck them up. Got 25 cards in my deck. Going to be grabbing some more... Oh, okay, they've got Lana's Aid going on as well. I do like Festival Grounds. It's a nice little deck, especially because it's all 1 prizes as well. Okay, there's another Diplin, Okay. Oh, if I could get another monkey out as well. Another Boom Boom Groove. Gosh, I've got some draw power, haven't they, with all those Boom Boom Grooves. And this poor Jellicent EX will not be lasting very long. Here comes Do the Wave for 100 now. Oh yeah, they get to do it twice. Right, that's a shame because they're going to do it twice. Don't forget that. So I'm going to have to sacrifice a Ralts, I think. Up you come, Ralts. Right, so they get 3 prizes off 1 go there. Good job I didn't send my other Frillish in. That would have been really, really upsetting. Okay, so my turn. Klefki Search, I just thought that unfortunately doesn't quite work the way I was hoping. What can I get here? Flip the script. I'm hoping for something. Okay, Arven. Will that help me at all right now? It does. It does, right? Because I can grab... I've got Ultra Ball for that. Let's Ultra Ball away Cleffort and Ralts. So we want a monkey. Want this Munkidori right here. So now we've got double monkey. I think that's the right move. Night Stretcher for Jellicent, before I forget. Yep. Hello, Jellicent. Energy on the Jellicent? Yeah. Okay. Arven. Let's grab the secret box now. I might super rod in just in case. One of these. This. I think that's fine. Yeah. Right, let's do some damage to my poor Jellicent. 1 there. Taking 20 damage. 1 there, take another 20 damage. And might as well do another one. Now 20 damage because we're going to take it off. With the Adrenaline Brain, okay. Fortunately, only 30. I really do want to take out an Applin, but they're going to be able to evolve him. So let's chuck it onto these Thwackies over here. And then just go for the knockout on this one here. Choose one prize. There we go. Devolution. That might come in handy if I can get another energy. So what we're thinking, we could go a secret box in a minute into an artisan and a non-Iono. Really try to muck them up. I mean, the only problem is that Thwacky does a great job, doesn't it? Because he can just keep going into the festival grounds. One of our secret Pokemon here that might do us some good is our Screamtail. Could possibly knock something out on the bench if I can take 2 prizes at once. We might have to use the Gardevoir to attack as well. Whoa, I was not expecting that black belt there. Where did that come from? Okay, that was a bit of a pain. Right, here goes Gardevoir then. And then we're going to have to heal Gardevoir. Got the Night Stretcher. Do I need to use Night Stretcher? Probably for the Darkness Energy. I haven't got one in there. Okay, so secret box. Use it now. We would like an Iono, just try to muck them up. An Artisan, which might help for a second or two. And it doesn't really matter because we'll grab Earthen Vessel, why not? So let's chuck down Artisan. So now they are no longer able to do the thing, but only for now. So Iono, they only go in a 1-card hand, but they've got Thwackies that can grab them whatever they want. Okay, so I've got my other Darkness Energies, chuck that into you. Let's flip the script. Okay. And chuck down, hopefully I've got a Screamtail around here somewhere. Yeah, there. Okay. You're now down. And that's Psychic Embrace on yourself. So, 1, 2, and 3. That's all we need. We're going to get all that off. Let's take out an Applin, I think. It's done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Munkidori first. Adrenaline Brain. Let's go. 10. 10. 10. And same over here. Completely heal Gardevoir. 10 and 10. I'm just going to hope they can't knock out my Gardevoir. Oh, there's the other monkey. Oops, wrong button. And go for the Miracle Freeze. Force even. Right. I'm really hoping that you haven't got anything. Have I accidentally mucked up Groove Keys? That Pokemon has to have the festival lead. Okay. So using the Artisan, what are you going to grab with Artisan? So you can't use Boom Boom Groove then. Ah, they've got Carmine. Oh, of course, they've managed to pull just all the cards they needed off that. How much damage does this do? It gets EXs, 10 more damage. Okay. That is a shame. I'm interested in what they kind of pull out here. So they've used the Carmine, they've been able to use the Boom Boom Groove. Have I been able to just do enough by sticking that Gardevoir there with enough HP? That is what I'm hoping right now. They're thinking about it. And they've conceded. So there goes, that's our first win with Gardevoir against the Festival Lead deck. Let's hope we can do quite well in this one. We've had some rather glitchy games and some that, just have crashed. So I'm hoping in this one will not crash. Let's find out though. I've not been doing too well with the internet gods apparently. Oh, we both got the same sleeves. Okay, gonna go Klefki down first. Lily and you, bro. Okay. Okay, they've got Dragapult deck. Okay, let's see what we get here. So we get our extra card. Screamtail. Okay, cool. Yeah, why not put him down? Okay, they've got Badoo. I do 10 damage, don't I? Okay. Dreepy, double Dreepy. Where are we going to draw this time? Psych Energy. Okay, well, let's stick this. This is quite important on you. Then research. Oh, now the secret box. I can actually play the secret box. Get rid of all 3 of these. Right, I'm thinking that we want ourselves another research. Can I use... Yeah, I can. Let's use get out of an Ultra Ball. Wait, hang on. No, go back. Gym Evo. Artisan. Okay, I don't think I want to use much of them right now. So let's do Nest Ball in 2. I go... No, Rolts. Need Rolts. You know what, I might Earth Infest actually. Get rid of Artisan. Get rid of these 2. Use Ultra Ball now. Got myself a Jellicent. That's probably the last time. Yeah, probably good job I didn't do that actually, because I won't be able to get into. Won't be able to use Rare Candy like I was thinking, because I'm about to get item locked. So we've got quite a lot going on. And make it worth it. Props Cat, so they're going to get all the Draclopes they need. This is two of the top decks against each other here, so this is going to be really kind of show us what might be happening in the in Worlds. Can we get around the Badoo? Can we get around this Dreepy? Ichibon, there we go. Arven. Do we want to use Arven? I don't think so. TM Evo. And pray for some energies. Oh gosh, that was close. We got one. We got one. Wasn't quite the one I was thinking of, but we actually got one. So let's TM Evo. The only Pokemon we can, which is for a Gardevoir. Okay, so now we've got the pieces that we need actually. That's not bad. How many Darkness Energies have I accidentally thrown away? Well, I'm going to throw away 1. It'll be a bit of a pain. See how we get on. So I've got Fez there. I've got another backup Jelly. Oh, and I've got plenty, absolutely plenty of energy. So I'm going to be doing... Oh, it's a shame I'm going to be doing this to Badoo, though. It is a shame. Oh, I've got the Liska Fairy there. Good. So I've got that piece in the puzzle there. Right. This Buddy Puffin reveal. Definitely Dust Noir build. So no Charizards. That's good to know. There's the Dragapult. You're going to go into him already, or are you going to save him for later? Ooh, which energy was that again? Ah, yeah. We're about to get some. If you go into Dragapult now, actually, I'll be very, very happy. Because I can one-shot you with a Jellicent. They got all the pieces they need to one-shot. They might do. Phantom Dive. Okay, here it goes. So he's definitely gone. 60 to who? Ah, okay. Good. Riddens in a way, because guess what? That is perfect for me. Yeah. This is kind of going to work, I think. Quite useful nest, but I want a monkey. Another monkey. I was thinking Fez, but no, I need the monkey now. Let's Psychic Embrace. We need 4 energies on you. 1, 2, 3, and of course 4. Now we're looking for a Darkness Energy. Please, that'd be brilliant. Put their hand away as well. Did not find one, but it was a good try. So now this Adrenabrain take... Oh, we can sort ourselves out from the Badoo actually, can't we? Murder the Badoo. Hey, you know what? If we manage to grab ourselves a Darkness Energy this way, that'd be quite funny. Oh, no, for a second I thought I was going to do that. Then we're just going to hit for 320 to one-shot Dragapult. Nice. So no matter what, he can't use Red Candy, so we're not going to be worrying about another Dragapult. And they can't Dust Noir away my Lily's Fairy, can they? No, so we should be alright. We definitely want to kill the Duskull now. That's our next target. So all these cards in hand might be getting rid of. So I could Professor's Research them, but that leaves me quite low. Iono is only going to give me 3. I think we just keep hitting. Ooh, they can't Rare Candy. Okay, they've Iono'd me now. So their hope is to get Dracloak and hit. Oh, Arven. Anyway, I should have an Earthen Vessel hiding somewhere. How many Earthen Vessels have I used? Can I get another? This could be the turning point. I think we may. Yes, we have, and that's another win for Gardevoir EX. Thank you very much for watching Cinnabar Collectables today. Hope you've enjoyed. Do you think this Gardevoir EX deck is going to win Worlds, or do you think it will be Dragapult EX? I won't lie, that Dragapult EX with Charizard is rather scary and does counter Jellicent rather well. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. And don't forget to follow in case you win that Shiny Eevee. Don't forget to leave a comment for that and about which deck you think is going to win Worlds. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good night.